Hello and how are you? My name is Mohindon Bark and I welcome you to our 17th video of learning how to make web applications. I hope you've been following, and in our previous class we were introduced to ERDs, or entity relationship diagram designing, and we designed our first ERD. So today we're going to design another ERD so we can keep our hands on practice and understand the whole concept of designing entity relationship diagrams. So without wasting much time, let's go straight into business. So as you can see, I'm already on lucidcharts.com. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my account so that we can design another diagram. So I'll click on login. So if this is your first time to learn about ERDs, you just go and search Lucid Charts. Then Lucid Charts, it's a place where you can design different entity relationship diagrams. So I'm going to open the same design that I had yesterday, and from there I'm going to add another one because I'm limited with free account. I'm limited to the number of documents that I can create. So let's go ahead and create a new document if it's your first time here. But if you already have some document, you can still append on that very document that you used before. So I'm opening the document that I used before, and then today we are going to design a music web application database or entity relationship diagram for a music web application. So as it is loading, let us first determine the tables that we're going to have in our entity relationship diagram of a music application. So I'll open here a place where I can create some notes, and then from there I can I can list items that I'll need to create in a music entity relationship diagram or in a music database. So let's go ahead and create a new note. As this guy is loading, it has loaded, and then from here we are going to I'm going to identify different items that we'll need in a music entity relationship diagram. So the first thing that we're going to look at here, let me go ahead and zoom so you can see clearly. So the first thing that we're going to look at, of course, we will need artists. Okay, we'll need artists because a song will depend on on an artist. So let's go ahead and create an artist. So we need an artist, and so that's an artist. So that's the first entity or the first table. So we need a table that will record the details about artists. So the next thing that we'll need, before we even create a music or the music itself, we will need a category of music, what they call genres. They call them genres, but for us we can call it category, music category. So, or songs categories. Okay. So after having songs category, the next thing that we'll need now, maybe we may have a song itself, and then from there now we'll need users. Song will have views. Okay, we'll have plays. We call them plays. It will have plays, and maybe it will also have what we call downloads. Okay, downloads, the number of downloads. And then we'll also need users, the users who will be maybe uploading these songs, or the users who will be viewing or using this system. So those are how many tables? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tables that I think we may need. But you can go ahead and add more if you say maybe you want to need also the number of if you need also to include comments, if you need to allow artists to log in, if you need to have category of users. So all those things you can go ahead and and add them. So after doing that, so the next thing is now to design the table. After identifying the entities that you need, now the next thing is to design the entity relationship diagram for that application. So let's go ahead and do that. after we have identified the tables that we need. So likewise, to any idea that you come up with, you have to first identify the tables or the entities that you need. So let's go ahead and design our entity. So this is what we did yesterday, but I can as well create another space in the bottom here that I can use to design another thing. Okay, so don't mind about what you created yesterday. So let's go ahead and design from here. So if it's your first time, you'll need these entities here. You'll need entity here, and to add these entities here, I mean this diagram that you're going to use in designing, you just simply come here to shape library and search ERD. So you'll see entity relationship diagram. Go ahead and click on it, and then click on use shapes. Then by doing like that, you'll have these shapes that you're going to use for designing. So now let us go ahead and start designing our database, or the entity, the relationship diagram. So we'll go ahead and add this first one. Let me zoom it. Okay, let me go ahead. I think we should use this one. I don't know which one we should use. Let's use this one. Okay, I'll use that one, and then I'll go ahead and increase its font so you can see clearly. Then I will go ahead and do what? And zoom it. Okay, and then I can move this guy here. Okay. This one is not like that we used yesterday. I think we should use this guy. Come and copy this one. Maybe use it here. So I want to copy this one, and we use it here, but you can create a new one, no problem. So I'll come and paste it here, and then we're going to determine what we're going to have in our users table from here. So in our users table, it's always common. Of course, we'll begin with an ID. So we have, say, ID of this user, and then we put a primary key. Then we have the first name of the user, the last name of the user. You can have a photo of the user. Then we'll have the details about the user. Then you can go ahead and collect maybe their phone numbers. Okay, their phone number. If what you want to use them for, what, for logging in, phone number, and you remember, if you want to, I want to zoom this guy here, and if you want to add another column here, we just simply come here and click on this one. Then we'll be able to get another column on below it. So let's go ahead and collect the email address. Or can just write email. So this is the table of what? Of users. You can also as well create it by just simply clicking here and then drag and drop here. Then you keep on feeding the information. So after creating that, so the next thing that we're going to do, we are going now to create another table of what? Of artists, because the songs will depend on what? On artists. A song will be made by an artist. Okay, so instead of recording the artist's information on the song, that will lead to the data redundancy. So it's better to have artists separate and the songs are separate. So let's go ahead and create a table of songs. I can copy this very one and I paste it here. Then I remove everything by just simply clicking here. I mean this arrow down for fields. I reduce it like this. So you're going to call this one artists. So an artist will have a name. We can record an artist name as one. Just will have a name. So the next thing, the artist. Let me first add more columns here that we're going to use. So I can just simply do like this, and then I remove the fields, So after having the name of an artist, okay, just have a name, and then the next thing, the artist may have maybe bio. The next thing, the artist may have what else can we record alongside the artist? He may have a photo, his profile photo. The next thing you may have maybe his Facebook link, Instagram link, and maybe you may also record their YouTube link. So that is information that you may need about an artist. Maybe you can record also their date of birth, okay, when they were born. DOB, date of birth. I can just write date of birth like this. So that is the information that will be recording about what? An artist, okay. So for a song to be there, we'll have to have this information about an artist. So after having that, so the next thing is to draw the next table. So the next table is going to be the categories, okay, categories, or what you call music genres, the genres. So I can go ahead and copy this one, put it there. So we can go and search the correct spelling of genre, music genre. Is it like that? I don't know. Is this genre something like this? I don't know. Genre? Yeah. It's like this. Genres. Okay, yeah. These are the types. The types of music. Call them genres. Genres. I don't know. So I'm going to put those categories here. You can call them genres. I'll paste here the name. So after doing that, so the next thing is to have the genre ID, the genre name, and maybe about the genre. And maybe you can have a photo for that genre, and that's it. So you can remove the remaining columns. So a music will belong to one of these, any song will belong to one of these category, or what we call the genre. So after having the genre or the categories, the next thing is now going to be songs, okay, songs of users. So let's go ahead and create a table of songs. So to create a table of songs, I can duplicate an existing table like this one, and then I paste it here. So I'll go ahead and rename the name of this table as songs. So let's look at different things that we may need to collect about songs. The first thing is the ID of a song. The next thing, before we even collect the name of the song, we will need to get its artist. So we're going to put here a foreign key that is going to reference the artist here. So we're going to say it's going to be artist like that _ID. So that is the artist ID. So the next thing, this song will have a genre, as we said. A song will have a genre. So it's going to be genre _ID. So after having, so this will reference somewhere here, and this one will reference somewhere there. So I have to put here FK, standing for foreign key, meaning it is a key, is a primary key from another, is a key that references a primary key from another table. So after doing that, the next thing we are going to do, we are going to now start putting the information about a song. A song will have a name. The next thing, let us put some columns below it, okay, and remove this one. So the next thing will have a name. The first thing, a song will have a name. The next thing, the song will have the link, MP3 link, okay, where someone can download this music. Okay, MP3 link. You can put a song. It can have a video link where YouTube link, or where someone can view this song on YouTube _link. It will have the date when it was created. We can just simply put here created, or the date when it was uploaded. What else shall we need about a song? The number of plays. Of course, the number of plays is going to be referenced from from the play table. I think this is the information that we may need about a song. Maybe we have to also give it a photo, because when someone is previewing a song, you may need to view it in form of a photo before they click it. Photo. Another thing, we have to give this song about it. So the information about it. And if possible, we can also add some lyrics, but we will not complex it like that. So information here will be the ID of that particular song, the artist, the one who sang this song, then the genre ID or the category of this song, then the name of this song, then the MP3 link, and then the YouTube link, and the date when this song was created, then the photo of this song, and the album photo, I don't know how they call it, and then the about us. You can go ahead and create even albums for these songs, okay? And the album may belong to what? May belong to an artist, and this song may belong to what? To an album. Go ahead and do that, okay? So you can do that. You can add that more table of albums, So after doing that, the next thing we're going to have is the plays, okay? So plays is going to stand for the people who play the song. So when you play a song, we will not just record that you played a song, but we record the time you played this song and where you played from it for enough statistics, okay? So let's go ahead and create a special table for songs plays. So I'll go ahead and copy an existing table like this one, an existing entity, and then paste it here, and I'm going to call this one what? Plays, okay? Plays. So each play will have an ID, and then of course a play will depend on what? On a song. To play a song, you must, to play something, there must be what? A song. So here going to be a primary key, a foreign key of what? Of a song, which we're going to call it song ID. So this one will be referencing this ID of a song, this key of a song. And then the next thing, this play of course will be referencing also the person who played it. But sometimes you may play a song without being logged in, so this can be optional, so you may leave it, but still you can go ahead and put it, but you may leave it. So the next thing you have to do is just to create it when this play action was created, or when this song was played, or when this play happened. So we can remove the remaining column. So it means that every time we play a song, we have to record the time when this song has been played, and also the person who, the time when, it has been played, and also the song itself when it has been played. So we can know enough statistics about the song plays. And then the last thing is the downloads. When someone downloads a song, we can go ahead and do it and record that information. So you create another table for downloads, okay, and each download will have a unique ID, and then we'll have a song ID, of course, the one who the song that was downloaded. So you can go ahead and say, to download a song, you must be registered first. So it means that you also will now need to record your what? We'll now need to record your user ID. So I'll go ahead and put here user underscore ID. And then maybe here we can go ahead and put now the date when this download was happened, or the date when someone downloaded this song. So that's the information that we may need to do what? To record. Okay, so that's it. So maybe one more thing that we forgot is the song. When you upload a song, we have to know which person uploaded it, okay? So here we'll need your user ID. So let's go ahead and do it and submit, and create one more field here for user ID. It's going also to be a foreign key, user ID. In fact, we can put it here on top, so that all the foreign keys should be on top, okay? So let me undo that. I'll come and click here, and I insert error below it, and then I'm going to call this one user underscore ID, and then this one's going to be a foreign key, because we need to know a person who uploaded this song, user underscore ID. So if you also want artists to be able to log in, okay, if you want artists to be able to log in, what does it mean? It means that also we'll need to give them accounts, okay? And then from here, you can give here an artist, and you connect it with what? With the user ID. You can go ahead and do that. So those are our tables. How many tables are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tables. But they are not related, okay? So these are entities, but they are not related. So let's go ahead and create the relationships between these different tables. So this artist, since we say that, okay, if we want to allow artists to log in, then it means that you have to add here also a user ID. So for that, this profile will be connected to the artist. But most of music applications that we create, we don't even allow artists to log in. We just upload for them upload for them songs on our platforms. So let's go ahead and leave this artist table independent. So the next thing is this Gina. Okay, as you can see, Gina does not also have a foreign key. So the next thing is this song. So a song has what? Foreign keys. Let me put it here in the middle so that it should be able to be connected with other tables. So the first foreign key that it has the first foreign key it has the one who uploaded it, okay, of a user. So you can, the first key it has the artist, or the one who owns this, the user who's the artist who sang this song. So let me go ahead and strategically bring this table on top and then this one here on bottom, so that we cannot have the crossing rows. Like we should have less of the rows that are crossing. So what is going to happen here is going to be one artist can sing many songs. I repeat, one artist can sing many songs. So I'm going to begin here from primary key of artist, and then I move up to here artist. Let me increase the width, the width of this line so I can see it. So you can see the relationship here. One artist can sing many songs. So that's our first relationship there. Okay, so that's our first table there, and that's our first relationship, and it is done. So the next relationship is the Gina. Okay, the Gina. So it means that one Gina can have many songs. So I'm going to begin from Gina here and move my arrow up to this Gina ID. I can also increase its width, or the weight of of this arrow. So you can see the relationship there. It means that this ID will be refreshing this ID. This foreign key will be refreshing this ID. So when you adding a song, we will have to select the Gina in which it belongs. So it means that we'll have artists first, then Gina's first, then Gina's, then adding a song, because this song will depend on on Gina's and artists. So before add a song, we'll have to have some records for Gina's and artists themselves. So the next thing here is going to be now the foreign key for user. We have to know which user uploaded this song. So we'll have to move this one here down to here, meaning that one user can upload many songs. Let me go ahead and increase the weight of this guy. So you can see one user can upload many songs. One user can upload many songs. So that is our relationship. So the next thing is going to be now the plays and downloads. So these plays and downloads are also going to depend on on a song. So what I'll do, I'll move this play on top here. So we have here a number of plays, and then we are going to connect it with users who play these songs. So I'll go ahead and move this table of plays on top here, because it has a foreign key that is referencing the song ID. So next time, the next time you create a table, you should always avoid these tables to cross, okay, the lines to cross, because if they cross, they may confuse users. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to link this table with the song. So the point here is one song can have many plays. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to move my mouse from here, move my cursor from here up to the song ID. So it means that one song can have many plays. So the next thing that I'll do, I'll have to increase its weight. This one here, the number of pixels. Okay, so there we go. So that's it. So one song can have many plays, and this is where we'll be recording the songs plays in this table. So after doing that, the next thing is now the downloads. So the downloads, I can also bring it to this side also. So maybe I can move this guy down here. I can move this arrow here. I can move this arrow down here. I mean this table here. And then I move this arrow here. And then the next thing that I'm going to put this table here like this. So you can organize them in a way that they're not congested and they're not intersecting. So after doing that, so the next thing I'm going to now link these downloads with what? With the ID of plays. So I'll go ahead and move my ID from here up to here. So I can increase its weight. I don't know whether I can even change its color. I think it can change it from here. So if you want to make some difference, you can as well change the color. Click on it and then click here. Okay, like this. So that someone can know the difference. Okay, so those are the what? Those are the downloads. These are the downloads. I can move this song ID on top here. Something like that. Okay, so that's our ERD, and we're done with organizing it. So you can move it, you can select everything there and move it around. So let's go ahead and zoom it so you can now see it clearly. So let's go ahead and relate these tables. We have the downloads, we have the songs, and the songs will have a primary key of ID, the artist ID, and the genre, and then the user ID. So this user ID will represent the person who uploaded this song, and this is the friend key. In fact, let me put here FK. So after having that, can move this one to this side, can reduce the width of this one. Okay, so we have the ID. We have the user, the songs, and that's the information about songs. We will have its MP3 and the YouTube link and the date when it was created. Then we'll have the information about what? About users or the person who uploaded this song. And then you have the artist, the song where this song, the owner of this song, the person who sang this song. Then you have the genres, the categories, and this is how they're related. One category can have many songs, or many songs can belong to one category. Many songs can belong to one artist. Then here, one song can have many downloads. Many songs can have, one song can have one download, can have many downloads. So this one download can have many songs. This relationship is not okay, so I'll have to delete it and write it afresh, beginning from here up to here, meaning that one song can have what? Can have many downloads, which is correct now. So you can exit here and then increase its weight. So after doing that, the next thing is to relate the plays. One song can have many. One play can have many songs. That's not correct. One song can have many plays. So you have to begin from here and move it up to here. So let me also again and increase the width. One song can have many plays. And one song and one user can upload many songs. So that is our entity relationship diagram for what? For music application ERD. For a music application system or web application. So the next thing, we're going now to export this one and add it to our GitHub for our friends to look at, or for you to remind yourself another day. I'll come here to file. Let me first rename this one maybe to songs. I'll come here to file and then say export and then say PDF. So from here we can come and crop a specific space that we want by just simply clicking custom and then crop here and crop here and then say crop. So from there we have this specific field that we want to download. Then you can go and say download. So it will process it, generate it, and then make it ready for download. So the processing is complete. Songs ERD. Okay, you can say music app ERD. So that is our music app entity relationship diagram. Okay, so I'm going to add it in GitHub repository so you can also be able to access it. So to do that, I'll just simply come to our GitHub, which is under htdocs. I hope you're following that GitHub repository. I'm going to show you where it is located. htdocs, and then I'll come to learn web. Where is it? Learn web. Learn PHP, and then from there I'm going to drag and drop the new ERD to this section. Come to downloads, show file, and then I'll drag and drop it here. So if you want to access this ERD or this content, then I'll come to my GitHub and then I push it. So I'll come here to learn PHP and then say music ERD added. That's the comment, and then I'll push it. So if you want to view this information on GitHub, you can find the link in the description of this video, or you just simply come to my GitHub, which is github.com/mobahood, and then search and come to my repositories, and then you'll see this repository of learn PHP from zero to hero. So from there, so you can see even the ERDs and the source code that I've been sharing with you. Then you can as well download this source code and have it in your computer in form of zip or in form of the real files. So that's it for today's video. Let's meet in the next video. We're going to proceed by creating another ERD. Goodbye and see you. Hope you'll not miss. And remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't too.